I know the Georgia, Florida game is on top of mind for football fans across our First Coast, as the event formerly known as the world's largest outdoor cocktail party is set to go down in Jacksonville, FLA tomorrow. It's number one Georgia squaring off against Billy Napier's Florida Gators. But place that to the back of your mind until after this Week 10 edition of Sideline 2022.
Team Sideline.
It's grind time. Yeah, we on the sideline.
Over on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida commit and Trinity Christian Conqueror star Trayon Webb, he and his teammates put their perfect record on the line against Providence. In Lake City, the Columbia Fighting Tigers had the Ridgeview Panthers on their minds in the nation's oldest city. One of the hottest teams here on our First Coast, the St. Augustine Yellow Jackets, clashed with Clay, while the Barberton Trail Bears squared off against the Oakleaf Knights. Also, we've got Band of the Week, Cheerleaders of the Week, Play of the Week, Hit of the Week, and those hashtag Team Sideline photos. This Week 10 edition of Sideline 2022 is on your TV right about now.
Team Sideline.
It's grind time. Yeah, we on the sideline.
Hello, everybody. We're in football heaven this weekend. Welcome to Sideline 2022. I'm Chris Porter. Thanks for staying up late with me tonight. We start the show out in Oakleaf where the Barberton Trail Bears are playing their best football at the right time. Director Tyler, let's roll those highlights. The Bears taking no prisoners this season. We picked the game up in the second quarter. Barberton Trail already leading 14-7. Riley Trujillo finds Taylor Rose. Wipe him down. He's on 21-7 Bears. For the Knights would respond. Drew Ammon to Carlos Withrow. Is you rolling? Yeah, I just might be. And it's now a 7-point game, but as time expires before the half, Leighton Biddle calls his own number. Meet him in the end zone. That's where it's going down. Barberton Trail remains perfect on the season. They won 55-20. Providence at Trinity Christian. Great night for football on the west side of Jacksonville, but it was all conquerors. Don't believe me, just watch. Darnell Rogers, just cruising in and out of traffic in his neighborhood. Play of the week nominee. You're not stopping him. Touchdown Conquerors. Next drive to Darius Washington. Where is he? Whoop, there he is. Into the end zone. Trinity won big, 55-10.
You know, you let them enjoy tonight. The week's homecoming week, so they're all over the place with all the things they do and they get to do. But this week, we'll tighten the screws down pretty hard on Monday when we get to practice, and we'll point out a few things we didn't do right and try to harp on that all week long and get ready to go next week and finish up the season.
Never get complacent. There's always more work to do. We're not done yet. Trying to go win state. So.
St. Augustine band pumping up the home crowd. Jackets hosting Clay for the district title. First drive of the second half. Jackets already up 27-0. Lachlan Hewlett tossed it to Errol Jenkins, weaving in and out of traffic like he's on I-95, and he has the Yellow Jackets in the red zone later in the drive. Hewlett finds Miles Simmons, who gets it inside the pylon there. High-definition television, 35-0. St. Augustine, they're running away with this game. Fourth quarter, new quarterback in, Dylan Cook, and he's got something cooking to Trenton Jones. Player of the week nominee, the Yellow Jackets are district champs. They won big, 45-7.
It means a lot, because especially for the seniors, last year they got sent with nothing. It's just nothing. But now this year, we got to send our home seniors with district championship.
I'm really happy for our guys. You can see they're excited. District championship. So, we opened the season with a really rugged schedule, and I think it paid off for us this back half so far. And happy to be going to the playoffs. Big game next week with a rival in Palaca. Appreciate it.
Oh, Yellow Jackets celebrated. They've got a lot to celebrate. Brian Braddock and his squad doing their thing. Again, district champs as they locked up also a playoff spot. It was senior night at Columbia High School as the Fighting Tigers hosted the Ridgeview Panthers. Fourth quarter, Tigers up 45-0. Richard Lewis pass is intended for Jarius Moore, but it's picked off by Julian Dela Cruz. So it's 45-0 Tigers. Still same score. Columbia backup quarterback Kevon Dre. William Smith rolls out to his right, and then he's going to let it rain, and Jasper White is going to clear it out. You see him get that right foot in just before he stepped out of bounds. Oh, Panthers quarterback, though. Richard Lewis is going to throw it to his receiver, who makes a nice catch. we got there with the game in the second half. It was already a blowout. Columbia won a final 45-0.
Man, our guys came out and was dominant from the get-go, and that's what we wanted to do in all three phases. I mean, the defense, kickoff team, they set the tone and, made some great plays, and then the offense just got out the first play of the game. We hit a big play, and really proud of how our seniors approached all week, really the whole season, and we came out and was very dominant in all three phases, so I was proud of them.
Game of the week, Atlantic Coast at Creekside. The Knights looking to finish out their home season hosting the Stingrays. First quarter, how about Ronald Derajati gets that one up and good. J-O-O-D good. More on him in just a minute. Second quarter, Knights find the end zone. Sean Ashtonfelder finds Brandon McMillan, and he's taking that one to the house. 10-0, add two more field goals from Derajati, and it was 16-0 at the half. Third quarter, Knights in the end zone as Wilson Edwards finds Nathan Hernandez to make it 23-0. Back to Darren Jotty for a second. According to Max Preps, he broke the 20-year-old state record for the most points in a single season by a kicker with 17 and tied the state record with 5 field goals in a single game as Creekside ties the school record for regular season victories, moving to 7-2. They won a final 36-7. Tacoya Creek running out on the field before its game against Keystone Heights. First drive, here comes Ryan Kilmore dropping back, throwing to Darian Grady, who has the INT, and Keystone Heights takes over. Fourth down for the Indians. Cortez Daniels. Oh, you better get him some cough medicine. Well, he just coughed that one up. Kendall Hinton recovers for the Two-Rows. Next drive for the Two-Rows. Ball, they give it to Devani Garcia, who rumbles through the hole. Big game for them, and he's going to stop inside of the red zone. And why not call it when you get in that red zone and you're close to that pylon? The quarterback sneak. The Two-Rows break the scoreless drought late in the second quarter. They went on to win 35-0. Battle of the Indians night down in Fort White. They play host to a one-loss Chiefland team. First quarter, no score. Hayden Adams runs it up the middle, but Chiefland defensive back Jonathan Adams says, "Give me that!" Takes the ball away from the offensive guy. He says, "Meet me in the end zone," because, yeah, that's where it's going down, 7-0. Chiefland still in the first quarter, same score. Clint Thomas comes up with that catch right there. Touchdown, Chiefland. They're up 14-0. Move to the second quarter. Clint Thomas this time is going to hand it off to the running back, Jordan Brown. This is going to make it 21-0. Chiefland, they're going to beat Fort White tonight, 41-14. Hashtag Team Sideline. You guys have done a terrific job all year doing what I've asked you to do so many times. And that's post your photos and videos on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag Team Sideline. Had so much fun with the folks over in RV City. We ate good, we danced good, we cheered good, we played good, and the party is just getting started because it will continue even tomorrow after Georgia and Florida. And then you see the First Coast News team getting in on the act. Always post your photos and videos on Twitter and Instagram using the hashtag Team Sideline. Player of the week, hitter of the week, and much more action is coming your way on this Week 10 edition of Sideline 2022.